So actually what happens is, in a way, it has brought us, what did you do in the meantime?
Actually, I made food lunch
Oh,
for my
great.
son. Yeah.
Okay. And nobody else at home today?
No, my son is here because he's school only 5 days working, and today is holiday, Sunday and Saturday and Sunday holiday.
Okay.
He stay at
Right.
home. Yeah.
Okay, great. So you have eaten lunch and everything. You are fine with it, no?
My son has eaten, but not I. I will eat after my session.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. So that makes two of us, because ever since I've left you, I have not even had a 5-minute break. I've had classes one after another.
Okay.
So, okay, so we'll both, the speaker and the listener can both be hungry for the class. Have
Yes.
you have time to look at the topic for today, for this session?
Yeah, I just read this topic before joining this session. Within
Okay.
5 minutes, it is invention and discovery.
Okay, so are you okay with the topic, or can I give you something else to talk about?
As you think better, it is okay. There is nothing any
No, we
wrong
also
with
have
this.
topics like, say shopping or something. If you haven't had time to look through the notes, then we can always talk about something else. Or if you're fine, we'll talk about.
No, I am fine with the topic invention and discovery.
Okay, fine. Then that's absolutely great. So before we proceed further, can we just first actually try and understand what exactly is an invention and what exactly is a discovery?
Yeah, in my opinion, invention is a like a process to create or design something that is has never been made before.
Mhm,
It is a created by someone. It is
mhm.
not existed before. But if I talk about discovery is a different from the invention. Discovery means if you discover something, you get information something that already exists in this world, and you just
Mhm.
discover that thing. So it is called
Exactly.
discovery.
That is absolutely perfect, almost perfect. I mean, like perfect, in fact, I would say an explanation. So, invention is essentially, invention comes from the word invent, right? So, the
Yes.
word invent itself means to create something new, to make
Yes.
something new, to build something new. It can be anything. You can invent anything. You can even invent a lot of things. You can invent something, a new ingredient for a makeup product or whatever it is, like
Yes.
combine chemicals together, lots of things. But discovery, when you discover something, it has to be already present before that.
Present.
It is not
Yes.
something which you have made with your hands or which you created with your mind, right? For a
Yes.
discovery, let's say for instance, we say that somebody discovered, Columbus discovered America. So
Yes.
America was already there. The
Present.
continent was
Yes.
already there, but nobody had found it. Nobody had discovered it. So what happened
Yes.
is something which was already existing, but nobody knew about it. So if somebody comes and gives you information about that, tells the world about that, that becomes a discovery.
Yes, ma'am.
Right? And invention, because a lot of people have this problem sometimes understanding that inventions and discoveries are not the same thing. They are very close together, but not the
Not the
same.
same thing.
Okay,
Both are
so I'm
different.
very impressed with the fact that you actually could explain the difference so well, because not too many learners can do this. In
Actually,
fact,
ma'am, my background was the computer. I have done BCA and then MBA. So I have knowledge about these things.
okay, okay. That though is so true, but sometimes even no matter how much of degrees or bookish knowledge you have, there are some things which people don't understand at any level. So it's okay. But tell me one thing, according to you, what is the most important invention?
Most important invention. Okay, right now this is the time of IT. If I talk about the IT, information
Yeah.
technology, so time
Mhm.
is changing, means IT change everything. We
Right.
use lots of appliances uh, which make easy everything. Means we do lots of hard work before the invention. and nowadays there are refrigerator, AC, washing machine, so we use, and it make easy our life. So
Makes our
computer
life,
invention is also important.
it makes our life easy.
It makes our life easy. Yes.
Yeah.
So computer is also very important invention, and
Mhm.
because I am from this background, so I know the father of the computer. It is called Charles Babbage, who
He
discovered.
is called, just 1 minute. We never use it with a person. Huh? He is.
Oh, sorry, yeah,
He is
he,
the name of the inventor of the computer was.
computer, Charles Babbage, who generally
Just 1 minute.
invent the
It is.
calculator.
It is Babbage.
Babbage, yes,
Yes. Okay. Then.
Charles Babbage. He
Okay. And.
discovered, he invent, he, or we can say he create a calculator first, then the computer.
The
So
abacus, right?
abacus is, yeah, you are right, abacus is a computer which is
Mm.
discovered, which is invented, not
No,
discovered.
it was one of the earliest counting machines, before the discovery of, before
Abacus,
the invention of the computer and everything. And then we have all these different types of computers. Now, the computer ages also, the IBM
yeah,
computer, and then mainframe computers. I know a little bit of them because I've taught my boys computer studies at some
okay,
point. So that is it.
okay.
So, and then how relevant, what are the main points why the computer is useful in today's world?
Computers make generally software. Right now, if I'm using this technology, by learning the things, by learn the spoken language, it is possible by the computer, because computer is work on the software, so it is
Right.
also a part of invention.
Okay. And what else? There are lots of other things, like say the computer, we can, there are a lot of jobs available nowadays.
Yeah, in the
Initially,
IT sector there are lots of job, and all are works on the software, and computer is a hard thing, you can say, through which we work, but
right.
it all works
And
in the
now
software.
everything, almost everything from our banking needs to our
Yes,
entertainment, to our tickets, to our shopping, everything can be done through the computer and through the internet, right?
through the
In fact,
internet.
you can
Yes,
do it through a phone also nowadays, but still a lot of people still work on the, even the computer was also very useful, the most useful tool during the pandemic. Don't you think so?
yes, yes, ma'am. In the pandemic, computer, or you can say internet give useful tools. We can say it was a useful tool. Even it is a useful tool
Mhm.
through which the people can entertain themselves.
Mhm.
So they can learn the things, they can do the things, they can earn money through this, using this technology.
And it kept people connected, right?
Yes, there
Because
are lots of
during the
websites.
pandemic we couldn't move outside the house, nothing could happen. It enabled people to continue to earn because they could work from home. It enabled
Yes,
students to continue with their studies even though they couldn't go to, so but then
outside.
Achal, like every invention or discovery, invention especially, there are always some negative aspects also. So in your opinion, what could be the negative aspects for a computer, for the computer?
The most important, right, if I talk about the right scenario, what's going on in today's life, we are disconnecting the real things, real relation. We are generally on the phone only. We don't
Right.
having the touch. We don't go the at the home of the relatives. Generally we talk on the phone, so we are forgetting the reality using these
So,
things.
so in a way, it is actually helping us to keep in touch, but in a
Yeah.
way, it is also making us lose touch.
Yes, even in the if there are five members in a family, all are busy in their own phone. They don't have time to take conversation to each other.
So actually what happens is, in a way, it has brought us closer to people who are at a distance from us, right? So now it
Yes,
is very easy to keep in touch with teachers. Even if you're not going to school, you can keep in touch with
yes,
your boss. You can keep in touch with relatives who are abroad. That is the good part. But the bad
yes,
part is, the negative impact is that the people who are actually next to you, you are losing touch with them.
yes. And upcoming generation as addicted using this thing. Generally,
Obviously.
people
And
are wasting time on the watching reels and just passing the time. They are not getting the actual knowledge. They are not
not
using
only
the
actual
things.
knowledge, and secondly, I think one very important point is it is cutting down on the physical activity, especially with
Yes,
kids. You know, they are
yes,
becoming so addicted to online games and things like that, that ultimately, you know, in earlier times, what was it? Playtime meant you had to go out and play.
yes, ma'am.
And you had to get together with the, you know, the kids in the building or even your neighbors' kids and sit down and play something or go outside. Nowadays, children
Yes.
don't want to play. How addicted is your child to the computer? Is he?
Yeah, he is, but not too much. I don't give him my mobile. Generally, he used to watch TV, cartoon in the TV, and generally I like to send him go inside, go outside, and just go play cycling, do cycling, and enjoy with your friends. I don't even he's also outside right now because he knows that mama is busy right now, so he went
Okay.
outside. So it
So
is
I
not
think,
so much addicted.
in fact, Achal, in that case, the best way to make your child more physically active is for you to book more sessions.
Book session for him.
No, no, for yourself, because then he'll know that he can't use the computer right now, na?
Yeah, because when I took the session, when I take the sessions, he cannot watch the TV because I'm at my whole living room, so he cannot watch TV and he cannot go inside in bedroom because he
Right.
cannot stay alone. So he like to prefer go outside, and it is good for him.
So that is what I'm saying. So it's, in a way, your sessions are also actually helping your kid become more physically active, isn't it?
Yeah, he is, ma'am. He is very active physically. Even I have some time irritate. He is continue running and cycling a lot. He enjoying outside from the
Yeah,
home, not inside.
that is absolutely great. That, I mean, like, in today's world, my younger son is like that. That, you know, he just wants to be playing something or the other all the time, and I say, okay, okay, it's
Yes,
okay, as long as they are
yes,
not on the phone, it's fine. So
yeah.
tell me one thing, Achal. Supposing you were given the power to invent something, you know, like, what would you try to invent?
Actually, I never thought this idea that I
Okay.
will be invent something. But yeah, I have interested in designing, fashion designing, and I
Okay.
know how to stitch and how I design lehengas. I design so many dresses by
Yeah,
myself.
seriously.
Yeah, I know all
I have
these
to
things.
come back to you for help whenever I need a lehenga.
Okay, even I design lehenga at my cousin's sister,
Okay.
for me, not for her. Yeah,
Mhm.
and I everyone after seeing my lehenga, everyone was thinking that he purchased, it is so costly, it will be so
Oh.
costly, but it was not so much. But yeah, the stuff, the fabric was very good, so I designed that. Yes.
Okay, great. That is absolutely great. Very talented, huh?
Thank
And
you,
but
ma'am.
otherwise, generally speaking, in terms of inventors as in the people who invent things or the discoverers, the scientists, the people who are in this stream, what do you
Yes,
think are the necessary qualities that these people, some common qualities which every inventor or scientist should possess?
they just try to create new. This is the main quality they have, means not necessarily they have gifted mind. They have average mind, but they have the how to say that they have some knowledge that how to can create new things. It may be in any field.
Okay, but I think there will also be a certain level of intelligence required also, isn't it? Because for you to be able to think above the average person, like, because most of the inventors, if you notice, they have been very intelligent people in their own stream. Of course, you can be an inventor, even a housewife can be an inventor. That is not the thing, but
Yeah.
one of the most famous inventors, I think one quality which they all need to have in common is firstly a lot of patience. Don't you think so?
Patience. Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
inventing
ma'am.
something, it's not like a overnight thing. Na? Ek din
No.
achanak nahi ho jata hai. Sometimes you keep trying, you keep failing. So, if you don't
Yes.
have patience, after the first few tries, you will just leave it and go. But you
Yeah,
have to think
even
of it. Okay, this time I did this wrong, so let me try
yeah.
this way again.
Again. Yeah. Patience is really important for everyone. Even we should learn from them, from scientists. I remember one quotation of the Thomas Edison, who invented the electricity bulb, that I would not fail 10,000 times. I just tried and having some ideas that wouldn't work. I cannot say I was fail. That is a very good quotation. And he tried a lots of time to invent the electricity bulb. So we
Exactly. So
need to
it
patient.
doesn't work like, you get up all of a sudden in the morning and you just fidget and you invent. No.
No.
Sometimes you have to be in the lab for years. Some of the best inventions have come after years of hard work.
Yes.
They have to be hardworking. They have to have patience. Right?
Patience. Yes.
And sometimes they also have to be willing to sacrifice their own family life or their own social circle, because inventing something is not easy. Being a
Yes.
scientist, if you look at the Chandrayaan episode issue right now, imagine the amount of people who must have been involved
Yes.
in something like
Chandrayaan
that, right?
third, which is launched recently.
Yes. So
Yes.
the amount of people and the amount of time they must have spent within, the lab
Yes.
or whatever, actually researching and building this up from scratch. So many different
Yes.
people. A lot of time they might have had to sacrifice on their family time. So if you really want to achieve something great, sometimes it is necessary, even though nowadays we talk a lot about work-life balance. We always say that it is very important to keep a balance between your life and your work.
Personal life or
Yeah.
professional life.
But there are
Yes.
still some professions, I think, in which it doesn't work. Like a doctor, for instance. A
Yes.
doctor cannot say that I will have fixed hours. If there is an emergency, he will have to go,
Yes, ma'am.
isn't it?
You are
So
right.
similarly, and your favorite invention would be the computer.
Yes, because it is a time of the computer, and
Okay.
artificial intelligence is also part of this software.
Yes, of course, absolutely. So, Achal, there will be some vocabulary for the day related to this topic. Okay.
Yes.
So later on, these are very basic words, but still you can maybe after you've ended the session, whenever you have the time, you can take a look at this, right? And
Yes.
if at all there is any problem, you can get back to chat support, right?
Okay.
And because you can, if you just look through these words, do you have them available with you right now?
Okay. Yeah,
So if
it
you
is
just go through
available.
the list, I don't think you should have a
Personal.
problem with most of the words.
No, creation, design, invent, discovery, uncover. I know. Mostly I know.
Yeah.
Convenient, advanced.
And the ones which you might not know, because see, I think one of the major areas, actually, you need to work on, you are making some mistakes in prepositions. I did
Yeah,
not
ma'am.
interrupt you. I did not interrupt you when you were speaking, because then the flow of the conversation gets spoiled. But I was making notes. So, firstly, prepositions is a real problem. There is
Okay.
also certain problems with the pronunciation, which needs to be
Yes.
worked on. Certain
Yes, ma'am.
sounds are being pronounced wrongly. So I think that will come with a little bit more of practice, but I will give you feedback in the sense that prepositions, if you can work on it at some level, because prepositions, very small words, at, in, on, but that small word, if you say it wrong, now the entire sentence loses its effect, or it will have a totally different meaning from what you're actually trying to express. And there will have to be some sounds which needs to be, correctly said. So there is an issue with pronunciation. Otherwise, your confidence level is absolutely amazing. That is the first thing which I noticed even in the first session earlier today. So that is not an issue at all. I think the only way forward is to book as many sessions as possible. Whether you come back to me or to any other trainer is absolutely fine. But keep talking, and the areas which have been mentioned to you, if you can maybe later on at home also, nowadays in Google, you have these options where, the words are said aloud to you. If you type, how do you pronounce, say, how do you pronounce, if you type, how do you pronounce sure, SH sound words,
Yeah, I have this problem, ma'am. Sha and sir. I have this problem, and even I work on it. One tutor suggest me a sentence. She sells something like this.
She sells on the seashore.
Yeah, seashell. Yeah. So I practice, but not too much. I think I should know. I should practice more.
Exactly, because otherwise you're quite well off as far as the English speaking skills are concerned. There is, but you need to learn new words, because that is the only way you'll be able to use better words. That will take you one level higher in your conversation skills.
Even, ma'am, I have sentence framing problem also.
Exactly.
I don't know which word coming.
That is also because of the lack of vocabulary. If your vocabulary improves now, you'll know which word to use automatically. But otherwise, fine, Achal, and I think we are going to get logged off any minute. Thank you so much. It was really enjoyable. I began my session today with you, and I'm ending with you for now. I have around 6 sessions in the evening. But apart from that, it was great knowing you, and I would really appreciate if you could put in your feedback also, please, at the end of the session.
Ma'am. Yeah, ma'am, I will give you. Yeah.
Right. Thank you so much, Aunt. I hope I see you again sometime. Okay. Bye-bye.
Okay, ma'am. Bye-bye.
Have a nice day.